This is why Norbit is a goated movie, but it's crazy to believe that Eddie Murphy did two roles in this one. Norbit and Respucia, like, if I were him, I would have just stood on 10 and started beating the bricks off him easily, instead of him crashing out, but because he's a trill dude. But it's truly heartbreaking for a far distance relationship or whatever. Yeah, not really. She gets back with him, but stood by and lift him up. Now, I must say that this woman, Eddie Murphy, plays horrible. In fact, it took me a while the first time to actually, after bonking them together in the head, sending them flying, their brains were turned to Swiss cheese. They started playing in the...
We do not care.
Picking Respucia is probably the worst ever to marry, bro. Like, just know it's like, I guess this says whatever. Her side left and decided to move on, but not sure why, but I guess that's cool. But not really. I mean, because I would have picked the other girl instead of Respucia, if you know what I'm saying. Like, she's like the worst. Like, Respucia is not even worth a turkey over a salad. Like, while I skip all that, he comes... Anyway, so his so-called wife drives a car trying to hit a poor defenseless dog like it did nothing to her. See, this is why this movie was insane writing. Like, that right there. She needs to go. Do you imagine just walking around and you see a car from nowhere just coming?
Love of God! For the love of God! Please!
I would call this table for three because this man. Yeah, my boy Norbit can't catch a break. If I was him, I would have just left the neighborhood and helps getting dressed to get ready for his date with Kate at the diner without his wife knowing what he's doing. And I respect that. Not gonna lie, I respect that heavily. Talking about started putting salt into the pizza and over again until started spilling the beans about him going out on the date with some girl and started to tweak out. She started to go like Silent Hill at this point. Until she gets there, she... On which when he got home, it started looking through the mail and happy-go-lucky, so to speak, and then sees her mad about what she saw, and when she drove up to the spot and saw them kiss at the church, then go ahead to beyond further and threaten Kate with acid.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
Yeah, no, that was actually just hilarious. But going back to here, where the dog actually told him to kill her, or like ice her, or I don't know what he said. I think, yeah, he said to ice her. But it's cool, I guess. It's cool, I guess. I feel him, bro, because she's the one that ran him over and by the car. But yeah, now that, she entrapped him in the basement, told him he can't come out. And here's the part I was talking about with acid.
How you doing? You get the picture, Norbit?
Dion, I just think that we need to take a beat. It's not you, it's me. Just if we slow down.
Oh, good, you're up.
Dion.
So while my boy Norbit is in this 100 feet situation stacked in the basement, he's been trying to figure out how to get out since, and this dude, I don't know what he's doing, bro, like tap dancing or something like that, bro. He goes downstairs because he heard a crash noise in the window, and Norbit has escaped on a bike and took it. Now his riding his bike is coming to full effect. Now that he's on his way, he's getting there. He has the evidence to expose Dion and his 4 different marriages for the last 6 years. Until the demons came to ruin the plot because the plot demands it, trying to stop Norbit from going to the church and stop the wedding. Norbit, however, rage bait her, and it worked. While he was trying to get away, bro was getting choked like there is no tomorrow. But meanwhile, back at the church, partying like it's 1999 until he got caught up with home dudes and then try to run. I would want to go to this church every Sunday. I mean, meanwhile, escaping, it said goodbye, I'm out. He skirted down below and fell into the pond from going too fast and couldn't control the bike. He only had one job. While they're still partying up in the church like it's 1999, Norbit is like literally on its way, and bro is breakdance. And this guy in the very front does not like that until Norbit pull up from the spot and try to expose Dion right in front of. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. He failed this one job to make sure that the evidence is good, so it could be seen to everybody. But since he fell in the pond, no one can't see what it says. While this dude is telling him to wrap it up, don't test me while my game pulls up. Type timing. And to seem that hope is all lost, bro still has something up his sleeves. Yep, brings in 4 wives, ex-wives. And you know what a real Trill would do in a situation like this? Run. Better man than me. Until he saw Norbit how Trill dude he is, he just ran with a quickness, but then he just couldn't be as fast as Norbit, or quick-witted as Norbit, and got hit. And he started hitting the dash, everybody cheering him on. Until, of course, when he started running and running, bro tackled him like he was Brian Dawkins. Wait a minute, time out. Time out. How the hell did he actually get there so fast? Like you're tweaking, or less I'm tweaking because he's probably like, yeah, you know what? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So until all the townspeople that Norbit knows, they're coming up and trying to assist him. Until this chick, not gonna lie, he's like the only dude who actually was able to put hands on her. So you know what I mean? It's one damage. Until yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work because you're just flinging it around like an airplane. So she picked him up, and this is bad because yeah, she's done. So while Respucia was looking around like she was trying to hunt rabbits, but it was no point because Norbit is literally like right there in their line of sight. Until
You have a tail, just like mine.
secured the bag, got the orphanage, and they're being married under the same tree where they first met. And what they use instead of just real rings, which is kind of is pretty valid because you know when you get married, then you're afraid to get divorced. But instead, here they use like candy, rock pop, or whatever it's called, ring pop. When they go home, you know what's gonna happen next. To wrap this one up, they got the brothers and the sister after they've dipped and never been seen or heard from again. They went up to Mexico or something and then like opened their own strip club called what does it call it, like El Nila Polis or something like that. And where of course Respucia started stripping. Yeah, and stop it right there. I don't want to see that.